Hello, we're back again to cover some more Technoblade Origin ideas made by the fans. Again, as always with every other video, all the links to the original Reddit post where I found all of these Origins from will be linked in the description down below. I highly recommend you go check them out, give the creators some love, amongst many other things. One thing I'd like to quickly ask, if you are watching my content, make sure to just check down below if you are actually subscribed, because a lot of people just go on watching content from YouTube without actually being subscribed, while believing they are. So if you just do that, that'd be super helpful to me, as well as leave a like down below for the video to do better in the algorithm. Let's begin. So we're going to start off this video with another Phoenix concept origin for Technoblade. Now I covered a different, less refined version of this exact same origin in a previous video, but this is a more refined version for the same creator, known as the Phoenix origin concept. Flying from the pages of mythology, the Phoenix is a legendary firebird that never truly dies. Running through the neutral ability, you have Rebirth. At the full size, the player has 5 hearts. Only in this form they can use Flight and Ascent. If they lose 5 hearts, they shrink to their reborn form. This form is 1 block tall, uses glide, and only has 3 hearts. The player returns to full size at sunrise, or if they die at their smaller size. Rejuvenation. At sunrise, player returns to full size if they were formerly at the half size. Running through the pros and cons, we got the pros of Flight. Has red and gold phoenix wings. Ascend. Can launch into the air every 30 seconds when the player's at full size. Essentially similar abilities to the Elytron. Gliding. Slow fall and higher jump when the player is at half size. Radiant Call. Fully heals every single player and mob within 12 block radius every 3 minutes, and Helios Blessing. Under direct sunlight, the player has 50% increased speed on land and in the air. They remain at this normal speed within the water though. Running down the cons list, we got Landing. Takes more kinetic damage when at full size. Golden Diet. All foods restore 2 hunger and 1 saturation except for golden apples, golden carrots, and god apples, which function like they normally would. Fiery Death. The blocks that the player dies on ignites, potentially causing the loss of drop items. Water Weakness. Unless they are in direct sunlight, the player has 50% decreased speed in the water. Under sunlight, they remain at normal speed. As well as a decrease in hearts, only 8 hearts overall. At full size you have 5, and then at smaller size you have 3. Going through the further information just a little bit, it's interesting to see Techno's association with PvP, but this person wanted to suggest an option that didn't focus on that. This origin isn't designed specifically for PvP, nor does it greatly hinder it. The abilities can still be useful and interesting outside of battle when altering regular gameplay. His goal was to create a concept that implemented mechanics Techno loves, flight speed and the radiant orb, etc., and completely changed gameplay. Ideally, this origin could lead to a lot of cool plot and characterization ideas. Then he goes down to break down each pro and con into like very deep depth. So let me go if you guys want to see a video of me covering this origin in more detail in its own video down below. But let's move on to the next origin idea. The next concept idea is yet another wither-based origin for Technoblade. This person has actually seen some of my past videos, so hey, if you're watching this one, thank you, you're pretty epic. But running through the pros and cons, we have the pros of when he is near a spawn point, he can swap through different effects gained by beacons, since withers drop never stars and they use in beacons. He's also immune to poisons and wither effects. He's also inflicts wither effect on attacks, crit attacks only. He naturally has soul speed 3. Wither skeletons and witches are neutral mobs towards him. For every 5 minutes he can explode, optional, is triggered by a button, and phantoms will not attack him. The neutral effects is when he's above half health, he'll take extra damage from projectiles, and when he's below that half health, he takes no damage from these projectiles. He's also 2.5 blocks tall. He's like a zombie. Harming potions heal them while healing potions hurt him. Running through the cons, villagers are scared of them by default, cannot tame wolves, and untamed wolves are hostile mobs towards them instead of neutral. Iron golems and llamas will be hostile towards them by default, cannot use totems of undines or ender pearls, gain slowness 1 when underneath the sunlight, re-effects every 30 seconds, so a bucket of milk would stop the slowness until it is inflicted again. Hunger will decrease quicker in direct sunlight, and damage from smite enchantment is increased. Running into the next concept idea, we've got a concept for a pig-based origin. We've got the pros and cons going through them. We've got close relative. Being a pig, you are closely related to piglins, so like them, you gain extra stats from gold gear, 2+ armor and 2+ damage. Gluttony, you also got a strong gut, so you can stomach anything without any ailments, as well as potatoes, and feel more hunger. Essentially, poisonous potatoes become useful. Board Dash, when activated you gain extra movement speed or a short dash and gain extra damage for a short brief of time. Last but not least, you got Protect Your Bacon. When you die, you'll drop a piece of pork. Because why not, I guess. The next idea origin we come up with is coming from another user on Reddit who's also given an idea for a Quackity origin, which we might cover if we do another Quackity origin based video and there's more of them. Running through the Technoblade origin, we've got the Blood God origin. Going through the pros and cons, we got the pros of immortality, almost. He has a 12% chance for the token effect to be given upon death when he's not holding a token. And Piglin King. Piglins will not attack the Blood God. Moving on to the cons, we have good armor, cannot wear anything that's worse than diamond armor, essentially meaning he cannot wear any form of armor until he has diamond based equipment. As well as farming potatoes get doubled in all farm potatoes, but you can only eat farm potatoes. Running through some ideas suggested by you guys in the comment section of the last video I did discussing this, we got one from Rusuko over here of an origin based on the Wither. Going through the pros and cons, we can be shot with Wither heads in order to deal weather effect for 5 seconds. He has 5 more hearts as well. When below 5 hearts, he will be immune to long range attacks and get strength 1 and resistance 1 and speed 1. He can summon 1 to 3 Wither skeletons. Hostile mobs don't attack you unless you attack first. Will explode when killed. Wither effect and fire damage deals 0 to you and can swim in lava and can fly. The cons, he will have a hunger of 1 if he's full HP. Iron golems and any tamed animals will deal 3 times the amount of damage towards you. Harming potions and poison effects will deal 2 times the damage. You cannot swim in water. Most potion based effects won't actually do anything to help you. Villagers won't trade with you. He won't be able to tame any animals whatsoever. He's also 2 blocks wide and 3 blocks tall. Cannot have a shield and armor gives 50% less protection. And if you eat a golden carrot, golden apple, or the enchanted golden apple, you receive slowness 1, weakness 1 for 10 seconds, and you cannot swim. Literally say that twice in that comment. Oh well. Another common idea is coming from this guy called Bruh, Exiled Brute Piglin. The story behind this is these batch of brute failed to protect the Bastion from players, etc., and were exiled from the group, so now they wander than ever trying to find something else to do. Running through the pros and cons, we've got Axmaster. Does double damage with axes, and axes have better durability. Brothers, Piglins, Brutes, and Hoglins won't attack you unless attacked first, or steal from the chests in Bastions, or etc. Sturdy Body. Because of how long they protected the Bastion and were in consistent battle from certain mobs, etc., they have resistant 1 naturally. Strong Arms. Pickaxes are able to mine 1 level higher than what they should normally, like a stone pickaxe could be able to mine diamonds for you. Greed helps. Because you're still a piglin, anytime you use or wear gold or netherite, you get a boost. Speed 1, double durability, which stacks on Axmaster, and 1 extra armor per piece. I feel like that one should only affect the gold armor, not the netherite, but either way. The neutral ability. Greed will be your downfall. If you have too many ores, 5 or 4 stacks worth, this includes block form, so you can only have around 32 blocks of ore, and this will activate. You cannot place blocks. Weakness 1, your pickaxe will have Fortune 3, and you already have Fortune 3, then it will become Fortune 4 until all the ores are gone. It's easier to find ores, can see through a 7 block radius, and pickaxes lose 4 times more durability than normal. Running through the cons, we've got you can only eat meat, which is self-explanatory, you can only eat meat. No cannibals alive. Eating pork will cause weakness 3 and you lose 3 hearts for a minute, as well as gain nausea. Also, your hunger bar does not increase because you pricked it all out, and the brothers perk will disappear for 10 minutes. Zombie Piglin. You gain blindness and weakness 2 and will start walking away or running away from zombie-fied piglins. Useless. If you're in a Bastion, you get weakness 1 and slowness. Lives in the Nether. You spawn in the Nether by default, like a majority of these other ideas for Technoblade are. Either way, those were some more cool ideas based by the community guys down below. If you have any ideas you want to talk about, then please opinion them in the comments down below. Send them to me on Twitter. Either, take your choice. But until next time, guys, I'll be going back to the dark place which I once came. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below, hit the like button, and anyways, goodbye.